Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We have finished the intro area where in Restov we were dealing with assassins and are now ready to move on to get to Oleg's trading post and prove that we aren't the spy. Tartuccio was, and hopefully also eventually take out the Stag Lord.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Thylacine. What do we know about you? Level 1 animal, 8 hit points, low AC. Pretty good reflex save, so probably trying to grease you isn't going to work well. Alright, Miri, you go after them. Wolf, you try and stop them. Aram, go into the middle. I'll have you do another Bardic Inspiration, and I will start out with... Perhaps Mage Armor on my Wolf wouldn't have been a bad call, but I assume it's going to walk off too quickly. We'll just attack probably the one on Aram, because he is going to probably be in the worst spot. Oh, good miss. Not bad at all. Rest. I know how to rest. I don't think we need it at the moment. Yeah, choosing different roles when you're resting. Maybe attacked by enemies. Yep. From my understanding, when this game first came out, I think in early access, they had 3 wolves here instead of the thylacines. And wolves have the trip attack. And a bunch of people were... I guess there were a lot of issues with people basically having party wipes because of the trips. So they had to change it to a different creature. Which I think is amusing. I'm checking to just make sure there's no other treasure in this map location. Looks like there isn't. We can't go hunting for rabbits or anything. Nope, looks like there's just no hidden treasure. Cannot travel, our inventory weight is too great. Oh. Well then. Let's sort by... Wish... In every game, I want a weight per or price per weight sort of arrangement. Alright, show me the heaviest things, and I'll see if value-wise they don't seem good. You are worth less gold than your weight. That's probably not a good sign. You are equal. Much less gold. For now, that seems like a reasonable balancing point, is that I think these are crafting items? No, is it just goods to sell? I don't know if there's crafting in this game, now that I think about it. Wow, 10 pounds for 1 gold. There's no click and drag to drop multiples. That is a shame. Alright. Alright, that's good enough. Let's head out. No, don't collect the things I just dropped. So our first random encounter that's not so random. Oleg's trading post. Let's head on in. Hi, Bakken. Save yourselves, fools.
I'm there.
Just seeing what I can see out here before we actually head in. The gate hinges are deformed and the deadbolt is broken. It seems someone didn't want this gate to close. In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the Stolen Lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you, and you're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours? You come here, squeeze us dry, and come... Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be the guest from Rostov. What's going on here? I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. Be on your way, and I'll let you go in peace. If we were evil, we could do something. Lawful neutral, attack. My task is clear. This land, bandits. I'll start right now. Or attack. There's no need for words. 2 arms. What's going on here? I mean, it's pretty obvious, but we'll still ask. Isn't it obvious? These thugs are robbing us honest settlers. They say they're taking some tax for their leader, the Stag Lord. Oleg spits. But I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I pay my taxes to Rostov. But Rostov is so far away, Oleg. And the Stag Lord is so close. And as for you, the young dark-haired woman squints angrily at you. Get out of here before it's too late. This is our land. We own it. I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. Be on your way, and I'll let you go in peace. The woman smiles coldly. All right, we'll leave. What makes you think we won't just return with greater numbers? Well, why would we leave when we've got easy pickings from Rostov before us? We'll rip out your guts and empty your pockets.
Blood for Gorham!
Alright, the usuals. Why am I in front before Aram?
Waste.
Another Inspire Courage. And I will... You all, I think, are roughly identical, so I'll just attack one in the middle. Don't think it particularly matters. Oh, you took out my wolf. I haven't been healing him. Partially because I don't see his health bar here, and so I don't think about how injured he is. But animal companions come back, which is nice. And a level up. Sweet. We'll handle that in a bit. First, I want to look around. You don't mind that I take all of your things, right, Oleg?
In due time.
Suppose I should talk to him first. I say as I continue wandering and looting. Nothing up there. Take that, you scoundrels! Oleg shakes his fist. But now, he scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. The girl that got away, plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? He sighs heavily. If only I could send Svetlana away somewhere safe, and show those rats what's what. He notices a fair-haired woman approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival at our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they, and when will they arrive? Oleg waves his hand sullenly. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in Beggar's Hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Tell me how much you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? They claim they're collecting taxes. Why? Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gates. We couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's the whole gang. I'd have shown them what for long ago, if not for Svetlana. They claim they're collecting taxes. Why? For the Staglord and his cronies, of course. That Staglord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes, and they call their executions punishment for treason. Even those who never swore allegiance to the Staglord, they're killed fast if they're lucky. If not... Oleg looks at Svetlana. Dove, why don't you go start dinner while we finish our talk? I've no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Svetlana lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to the Staglord. Ox and Dovin from Nisroch come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. You've nothing to fear? I'll help you deal with the attack. Lawful good, chaotic neutral, I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. Lawful evil. The safety of your post may have been one of the conditions Jamandi Aldori placed on granting me a barony, but she said nothing about having to listen to your whining. Wow. Just wait for the attack. I'm prepared for the attack, get in positions and wait. We're enough about bandits now. Again, the lawful good in me, who I am as a player, really wants that choice, but we'll go with the more chaotic option. I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. Oleg grunts. Well, thanks, I guess. I might even be able to scrape some sort of reward together for you if we manage to defend the post. I can't talk. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There are some pretty solid traps around. Some tar and a box of alchemist fire, looks like. Alchemist fire, we could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. Alchemist fire, could you give it to me? I'm sure I'll find a good use for it. Yeah, put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when the bandits get nearby. But that could set the post on fire, Oleg shouts, surprised. Well, maybe if we cover the walls with something to protect them? Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with crossbow back in my day. Can you answer a few more questions for me? I'm afraid they'll come back while we're chatting, but what's to be done? Oleg mumbles. Alright, enough about the bandits for now. Meanwhile, they'll never have enough. Tell me about yourselves. Oleg shifts uncomfortably. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Well, alright. We're just honest people who came here from Restov. We fixed up the old fort to house travelers and give merchants a place to trade with the locals. We also deal with the occasional huntsman in the area. What does any of this matter? When those bandits come back, they'll either drain us dry or just kill us. I saw someone run out of the trading post. You know who it was? Must have been Bakken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Staglord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He's a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Alright, can I see your goods? Don't know what good trading will serve if those bloodsuckers come back and take everything, but alright, have a look. Oh, is that Bakken returning? So we can say anything masterwork, non-magical, and other we can offer. And so that just takes all the random junk I'm not using and offers it for trade. I don't know that I necessarily want to get rid of my masterwork stuff. I don't know that I've adequately gone through everything. So we're keeping our magical and masterwork items. Everything else is just garbage to be sold. Good enough. Do you have anything I would care about? We got a +1 mace. which I could get for not that price. Yikes. Okay, so +1 weapons are outside of our current capability. Basic camping gear. Ring of protection is 2,000. I've got 500. This is going to get me another 500. So about 1,000 is what I can spend. A bag of holding would be nice, because I like all the loot. I could buy a recipe. That's useful for camping. So, might as well. Now we can copy the recipe so that we can have that as an option for cooking. Bakken, what's your deal? A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Bakken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. Bakken sighs. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Restov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of the kindness. Help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We could use your help fighting the bandits. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help in your fight. The bandits here bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg. Maybe more. Help us get rid of them for good. Bakken scratches his head, then hums to himself and puffs his chest out. Well, alright. I'll show those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me. Maybe even heroic ones. Lindsay gives you a worried glance, then turns to Bakken. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us, you hear? We'll talk later. Hey, that didn't have stuff in it before. This box contains various household and hunting goods. You notice some good steel traps in the box. Use traps to help catch the bandits. Seems like a good call. What else do we have?
Follow if you dare.
There's some disgusting slush in the pot. This seems to be tar. Let's fill the tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down the bandits.
I'm there.
So we've got traps, we've got tar. There's supposed to be alchemist fire somewhere. Not exactly a hidden trap.
I do what I must.
Or maybe the alchemist fire he already knew about, and so he's already got it set up where it needs to go. The old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof. What is my wolf's health looking like? Yeah, it's pretty terrible. And I can't use... Because the inventory is not available on your screen, I can't use potions of healing on you. So do I have to waste spell slots? That kind of sucks. Because for anyone else, I could just use a potion of healing. But not with you. Well, I suppose if I level up, which I probably should before we go to this fight, we should just probably heal. So I'm going to take a moment to go through and figure out what I want to do for leveling up. I'm probably going to have to read a lot of options, and I don't want to waste your guys' time on that. So I'll probably come back once I've decided how we're leveling up the team. Alright, welcome back. So,
I am never
for a couple of our characters, namely, my character, Aram, did not have any choices to make during level up. We just leveled up. Lindsay, I had take point blank shot. There wasn't really anything to boost her spellcasting. So because she uses a bow, I figured point blank shot is going to be the best thing to get. And then hopefully soon after we can get a precise shot. And Amiri, I gave lethal stance. So it'll give her a +1 to her melee attack rolls. And with thrown weapons, if I use that. I think that's basically everything. So with that out of the way, let's hop into this fight. I'll toss down a quick save just in case it goes poorly. I still haven't figured out, because we didn't heal up with our level up. So I don't know how to easily heal my wolf. Besides, like, using potions would be nice.
Lindsay the Magnificent?
I guess I could
Lindsay the Illustrious.
have you use Cure Light Wounds,
Lindsay the Great?
and that heals a little.
Lindsay the Indecisive.
I don't know. I know in Wrath of the Righteous, you can see their health bars here, and they have an inventory, so you can have them use potions. I guess that's just not a thing in Kingmaker, so that's just a quality of life improvement with that game, which is a shame. Would have been nice to have it now. Oleg and Svetlana are discussing something in low but impassioned whispers. You manage to make out the words, "Forget about it," before they stop talking and turn to you. Let's get back to the possible attack. If we keep dallying, we'll end up talking with the attackers rather than about them, if they're even willing to talk. I prefer for the attack. Get in positions and wait. Amiri flexes her shoulders. Finally, a fight. Was bored with all the talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful. Please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Svetlana, go hide inside. We're going to meet our guests. 6 hours and 40 minutes pass. Good start. So we've got Oleg there. Bakken is throwing Alchemist's fire into the middle of the group. Somehow I doubt he has the feat that's going to protect us from his Alchemist fire throws. So, yikes. We probably should move in this direction before we attack, because if they just move towards Oleg or Bakken, that's bad for us. I could go for Grease, but they're already on effectively Grease. Let's put a mage armor on my wolf first. Oh, don't run into the fight like I told you to do. Perfect. So you should now have mage armor. Let's get you in the fight.
Don't hold back.
Let's have you guys focus on the guy in back.
You deserved it.
And you should have point blank shot on. I thought there would have been a way to force you to move within 30 feet automatically. So I don't know that you are
Any last wishes?
within 30 feet at the moment. Where am I running off to?
This will hurt.
Alright, you're down soon. Oh, there is another one. Well, that was incredibly simple. I guess that's the nature of playing on normal. Maybe I should raise the difficulty some. I think it'll get harder later on with time. But I know I'm not going to have carefully crafted builds. So, might as well grab everything. We're at a trader right now. Ooh, a cloak of some unknown magic.
I'm off. You should have run.
Why are you glowing yellow? You're just a bandit. Okay. We sure showed them what's what. Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. And our Bakken here taught them a thing or two as well. Now, my lady, head up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better.
In due time.
Okay. Can we trade with you, or do we have to wait till tomorrow? Because I did just pick up a whole bunch of garbage. We'll talk tomorrow. I still need to get to clean this mess. Getting rid of all this blood will take forever. Alright, we'll just head in then. Anything to say? I'm glad it's all over. Even if there was a fight, we'll talk tomorrow once I've finished working. I'm just gonna take what's not nailed down. Hope you're fine with that. Let's head upstairs.
Applause, please.
Okay, most of that just looks like valuables. Oh, that cloak, what are you? Cloak resistance +1. Cloak grants wear +1 to all saves. Probably should go on to a frontliner. So Miri is a good one to strengthen up because she hits like a truck, and so I want to keep her alive. But her AC, if I recall, is quite terrible. Where do you hide your... There it is, down here. AC 15. I guess that's not bad, but for a frontliner, it's not good. AC 15 is below Lindsay. Yeah. So if we have ways to boost that, that would be good. Let's see what options are available. Right, this is the chest for, I think, loot that we gained from buying a special DLC or something. I don't really know. Some of it is just sellable stuff. Unidentified items that we don't know what you are. Explorer's Belt. Belt grants its wearer +2 enhancement bonus to Constitution, +2 to resist saving to +2 resistance bonus on saving throws against diseases, fatigue, and exhaustion. Neat. I'll put that on someone. This signet grants its wearer the ability to cast Bless spell as a first level cleric 3 times a day. Okay, so we can have anyone casting Bless. And then Ember. A red panda's emotional support provides +1 morale bonus on saving throws. So, for these things, who am I? I'll give you the ability to cast Bless. Because after you've cast your Bardic Inspiration, you don't really have much else to do, so that gives you another action. The Explorer's Belt, +2 to Constitution, I think is fine to throw onto Amiri. Because more health for her is going to help her live longer with her terrible AC. And then the +1 to saving throws. Does that stack with you? Doesn't seem to. Should be a different slot type. Maybe we need to have it
Here I am.
out.
See.
So if we activate it. There you go. Yeah. Just trying to make you tankier, because we don't really have a proper tank for the party. And you can see it running around now, which is cute. Guide for Travelers, Hunters, and Explorers of the River Kingdoms, Volume 5, Monsters and Beasts. Will-o-wisps, an amusing glowing ball which looks harmless and doesn't arouse any natural suspicion, pretends to be a guiding light in the marshes, but leads travelers to certain death. The agonizing fear of their victims is the monster's nourishing dinner. If you manage to resist their tricks, make sure you have some electrical protection. The monster electrocutes any visitors it fails to lure to terror. Werewolves. Werewolves prefer to hunt in groups and attack lone travelers. It's entirely possible that a Varisian camp or troop could turn into a pack of bloodthirsty lycanthropes under cover of darkness. Ordinary weapons stand little chance against them, but a silver blade greatly increases your chances of survival. Primals. Powerful creatures of the primal realm occasionally visit this world for amusement. It's best to stay out of a primal's way. Don't fight it, it's extremely dangerous, but if a life is at stake, resort to cold steel. Alright, and with that out of the way, let's go to sleep. 6 more hours pass. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then,
me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. Who are you? Glad my adventure began with such a beautiful sight. What do you want from me? Or begone, spirit, I've had enough of you. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
What do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the Bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Alright, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger. But our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. And we have now made it to a safe house. So I'm going to end the episode here, and next time we'll go down and talk to Oleg and Svetlana, as well as our companions, and get more lore. It's probably going to be primarily a dialogue episode, because there's a lot of it. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.